Okay, so today I'm thinking we get our platforms drawn. So instead of the brown rectangles we got, we're gonna try to make something like this. Yeah. So like, now the other thing I want to do, since there are platforms of multiple sizes, I want to try to figure out how to be able to draw, how to use the same two pictures of platform to draw every single platform. So it's like we're gonna have because it's different sizes and we can't really scale in the U shape. I think we have like a left side that has, a left side U and have that extend out. And then we have a right side that has a right side U, have that extend out. And then we'll just basically say, like, before we render the platform, how long is the platform? Divide that by 2, cut off the left side by however long that is, cut off the right side by however long, half the total length is, and then kind of sandwich the two together so that we can adaptively have whatever size platform we want. That's my current idea, at least. So a couple things to take note of are the longest platform, which looks to be about 110. So we'll do both of the left side and the right side to be 110 long, and then we'll try to figure that out, because I guess I'm curious about how. What did I do? Love 2D graphics.draw. I want to see if there's a way to cut off a sprite like halfway through. So look at this. It takes drawable, an X, a Y, a rotation, a scale factor on the X, a scale factor on the Y, an origin offset on the X, an origin offset on the Y, and then a shearing factor on the X and the Y. So I guess I just don't know what shearing factor is. What is shearing? I guess, I don't know what shearing is, but I'm kind of curious what that means. I'm gonna put, so under our ostrich render right here, we have, since we start facing right, I'm gonna say that our rotation is 0, our scale factor X and Y are 0, our X offset on the X and Y are 0, and then we're gonna give us a shear factor of half of our width. And see what that does to our ostrich, just because I'm trying to see what that shearing factor ultimately does. Okay. So if we leave it no shearing factor, great. What the heck's happening, man? Okay, I'm confused. Because it's like, that should be a rotation, right? So that's fine. Oh, and you know what? Maybe the scale factor is just shrinking it. Oh yeah, look, X. Scale factor X. SX. So maybe the SX and SY need to be 1. Let me see if that makes it so that we don't disappear. Okay. Then we want, shoot, offset 0 for Y and then the shear factor. So 0, 0, and then I just want to make sure we're still rendering, because I just want to see what that shearing factor does, which is the next one. So shear factor of 1. That's wild. That's not what I was expecting it to be. Okay. So the shearing won't really help us. I'm trying to see, because I want to be able to feed it a bigger picture and have it only draw the partial picture. Which I know is possible because I've done it in CS50. There is a on the match drawing sprites, there's a slice function they use to you know, it's a lot like the Atlas, where it's like it's different in this scenario because we want to be able to choose how big our Atlas is. So I'm not sure. I guess I want to see what the X offset is, origin offset. So that's after here. If we put the X offset to 1, what does that do? Does that not draw us at all? Did that move us? I guess it moved us, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's moving us to the left. Okay. Actually, this actually might help us with the, when we were turning around, we were falling off, right? Because if you look at our feet aren't lined up here. But the thing is, if we're doing this X offset, it's not changing any of the logic for our character. It's just changing where it renders it. So even if we were to change our feet so that our feet were in the same place, whether or not, you know, whatever direction we're facing, which they're not quite, it would mess up the it would draw the sprite correctly, but as far as our game is concerned, our character would be in the same spot. So shoot. Oh no, this is tricky. How do I draw half of an image without hard coding in an Atlas size, or what do you ever want to call it, a sprite size? Because right here, you know, we have an Atlas, and then we say that the drawable is called ostrich sprite, which up here we set to be a quad. So that's the thing. We want a quad of an atlas. So if we have a left atlas and a right atlas of our platforms, we need to set. I don't know how that works. You know, we need to set the atlas, or we need to set the quad for the atlas to be 1/2 the size of whatever platform, of every platform. So it's like we need to, I don't know how to do this. I really don't know how to do this. Because the problem is, it's like, we need to be able to tell, you know, we have a list of platforms, right? We've got a list of platforms here. But then for each one of these platforms, including the looped ones, gosh, not even, it needs to be different for the looped ones, because we only need a left for the platform L's, and we only need a right for the looping ones that don't have a corresponding L. I don't know how to do this adaptively. I don't know how to do this. It's like, it's one thing if the platform just needs to be one solid color, but that's not the case either. Let me look up CS50 match code. Let's see if the slice, I guess it's this, I don't know. This is some random dude's code. I'm looking for slice. And slice was a utility that Colton Ogden wrote, I'm pretty sure. This isn't the right repo. I don't know. Here. This is really tough, guys. I don't know. I don't know how to do this without help. I'm not even remembering where it was used. It was used in the Atlas Maker, or I don't know. You know, it's like we want to be able to say, draw this drawable, but a certain length wide. And I don't see a way of doing that with the values we were given here. See, because this would be it, if anything, is to pass in an extra argument here as the quad. And the quad is Love Graphics new quad. So we need to give it must be greater than 0. XY width and height. Where is our ostrich quad? Yeah, we do need it needs to be greater than 0. We just do this. So let's just try to give ourselves an ostrich sprite half, because I'm trying to just draw half of the ostrich, because if we can draw half the ostrich, then we can draw half of whatever our platform comes out to be. So we're going to start at 0, 0. Its width is its own width, well, its own width divided by 2. Same height. And then, see, we can't do that. We can't just say get dimensions because it's half the height. So reference width and then reference height. So our width would be the same thing, self.width divided by 2 and self.height. Okay, so now we have a quad of our ostrich set, or half of the ostrich's width. And the quad itself doesn't contain the picture, but since we give the quad as an argument to so the right here, the texture, it's called. There's a texture which is our atlas, essentially, and then the quad. And our atlas is just all of our is all of our ostriches. So this thing called player atlas, if you look in our main Lua, is our player atlas 2, which, if you want to see it, should be all of our ostriches. Yeah, so that's why it's called atlas. So I'm going to see if, now that we're drawing ostrich sprite half quad, if that cuts it in half or not. And if it cuts it in half, then we might be able to figure it out. Oh no. What happened? It looks cool. I'll give it that. I wouldn't say sexy or anything. What the fuck? Let me see if maybe that was the problem. Why would it be so fucked up? At least on frame 1, like, it shouldn't be messed up on frame 1, you know? Like, it would make sense that maybe since it's half wrong, it would be drawing, I don't know. That's disgusting. Maybe this is, maybe the quad, maybe quad needs the original length, original width and height, reference width, reference height. So yeah, maybe this get dimensions on our self atlas is the right thing to do for that. And then maybe this will now draw correctly only half the ostrich. Okay. It doesn't move right now, but you know, that's whatever. So we know how to draw half of a sprite now. Congratulations. But the problem is the complexity of what our platforms are in terms of level design, because on this first level, we've got a ground platform, we've got a platform 1 right side, a platform 1 left side, normal platform 2, 3, and 4, well, 2, 3, and 5, and then we've got a platform 4 right and a platform 4 left. So so what I'm trying to say is all of these have different width. Well, most of these have different width. These, you know, the left and right looping pairs, the ones that are going off screen on one side and coming on the other side, are the same width technically, but each numbered platform is a different width. That means each numbered platform has a different quad width. So like, well, would we be able to, shit, we can't really turn this into a variable called, well, why not? You know what, this might work, because if you look at our platform class, we have a self.width that gets this fourth argument. Yeah, so we might be able to say, instead of self.width here, because just like, you know, just like how we're currently doing it, we're setting it to be a field within our ostrich object. We need it to be a field within our platform object. So we just say platform1.width divided by 2. Which won't work for this example, but once we're drawing the correct sprite, it might work. But like, I'm trying to think, because you know, we need to loop through every platform. See, and this gets messed up because we don't want to draw a left and right platform for every platform. Because we don't want to draw a left and right platform for these looping ones, right? Like this one. We just want to draw the left side. So if it's part of a pair that's looping, we just want to draw on the L1, we want to draw the right side of the platform. On the L1, we want to draw the left side of the platform. So how do we say, you know, if we loop through every platform and draw the left and right, maybe that's just the way to do it for for simplicity's sake. So even though it'll be off screen, we're still rendering that shit, but I don't know how to do it differently. I don't know how to do it adaptively unless we do something like this, where we draw a big platform, draw the left half and the right half, and it'll squish them together so that we can have big platforms and small platforms all dependent on that one, well, all dependent on those two platform images that we draw. So at least we know how to draw a half sprite, you know, at the moment, which is good. It just means we need a quad of half of its width. So I guess let's make our little platforms then, and then take it from there. So our platforms, when we instantiate our platforms in our play state, they are 7 pixels tall, up to 110 wide. So 110 will be 110 by 7 will be our template. So there's our platform. Beautiful, isn't it? Just beautiful. And then I'm actually going to pull in the screenshot I just took as a sort of reference. What are you doing? Where's our scale? Yo, scale. I am not very good at GIMP. Where's our scale? Shift S is our scale. Okay. I don't need this anywhere in particular. I just want to have it for reference, right? So if we just, gosh. Okay. See, I wanted it to be over. Okay, so it looks like there's a we need 2 files like this. We need a left one and a right one. And actually, since the longest platform is 110, that means the longest our half should be is half that length. So half of 110 is 60, and then maybe we'll give it a little bit extra just to be safe in case there's like a 120 width on some level. So maybe we'll do 70 pixels wide. So on our canvas size, we'll go, instead of 110, we're just going to 60. And then we want to just kind of remake a platform like this. Which there's some dithering happening here. The original wouldn't have had this many photos or values. So I think we stick to 3 values. I'm gonna actually try to bring this in and try to not convert it because I think that made that dithering stuff. And great, I don't know how to delete stuff. Whatever. Let's just try to bring it in again. And don't convert. That's better. It still looks like it's doing it though. Shift S. Do you see how? Well, yeah, it's because we scale it. I wonder if... Oh, wait, I don't know. I don't know why it won't let me even delete things. Fuck it. We're just gonna do it. We don't need a background. We don't want a background. We want transparent, which is why we export in PNG. And we want whatever our, I mean, ideally we want to match some sort of color palette, but if we go to Adobe Color, maybe we can pull out a palette from the original here. Now we can say, is there a way? Pick ink dropper. I guess maybe we're able to, like, you know, if we just grab that and I say import a picture, like I want the RGB values of whatever these are. So like, if Adobe would let me install Photoshop on this machine, I would do it, but it doesn't let me do that, and it doesn't let me even download an older version of Photoshop because Adobe sucks. But here it is. We got the gradients. So we've got the hexadecimal values, but we need the RGB values. So how do I say? Oh, great. I want to say the RGB values. Oh God, I freaking hate this stuff. It's like just let me do it. Let me do it. No one goes stealing my verification code. Okay. I want RGB values. Great, and I already forgot. Save. Should have named it. Here. Joust. Platforms. Save. Now. So hexadecimal can be converted to RGB because it's two values, right? Gosh. Is that right? So like, even though this is, I don't know if that's right. Like, is F2 in hexadecimal translates to a certain number that is the red, and then CB translates to a certain number that is green, right? Oh, look at that. It gives us, well, so like, if that one is the main platform, then we have the brighter yellow bit. God, this is so bad. Just give me the freaking... Just give me the RGB values here. Okay. But the... Oh god, give me a break. I can't undo that. What number was that at? Does it really matter? Why is this so bad? Like, just let me grab the theme I just saved multiple times that you're not letting me to. Okay, whatever. We've got the RGB values here. So I think I want these, you know, first, middle, and last ones to be the different swatches. So, God, I don't know how to freaking use GIMP either. Where's, like, I just want a swatch sheet. Where do you put like a freaking palette, like a color palette in GIMP? Sorry, it's so freaking boring, guys. Like I said, I mean, I could knock this out in Photoshop, no problem, but I don't have Photoshop on this machine. They've got it down here.
Set up. All you need to do is just come over to one of your panels and click on the preview tab,
Add tab, palette.
and then it will pop up in your panel.
This button, add tab, palette. Okay. Create new palette. Okay. Just we'll add no, create a new entry. Let's see if we can't just copy and paste our hexadecimal in here. Nope. What's going on, man? Alright, show me.
Now, these are the color palettes. They have a few of them here. Pastels, reds, all kinds of stuff.
Yep, I get it.
Here, and then we are going to pop up the internet browser. Now, Adobe's got a cool little thing. Photoshop.
Yep.
Got a
Yep. Okay.
Add it here. So let's go add it here. So let's go ahead and
Okay.
start adding this blue.
So you copy the hex.
Whatever it is. So I'm just going to press Control C and then going to tab back over here to GIMP and just go ahead and add this color
Paste
code
it.
over here in the hex. Press enter and there you go. You get the blue. And then all we need to do is just click on the plus.
And then you can add an entry. Okay. So we've got the first one copied. We're going to colored picker. We're putting it, and then we're gonna add it. Okay. Then we want another one. Second. We're gonna paste it. And then we're gonna add it to our swatch, and then the last one, darkest. Copy. paste and add. Okay. So now this is our left. Why can't I even save this right now? Because I haven't done anything. I have no layers. GIMP makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. Let's do the base layer as this yellow. So it starts off with a little lip, and then it does that U shape, right? So the lip goes all the way to the end here. So where's our brush? Paintbrush. We need a layer to draw on. Okay. We're gonna go brush, small. Yeah. So our why does it do that to me? Like, maybe we need pencil, not brush. N for pencil. Yeah. We want a solid color. So there's the lip, the platform, and we want it comes inwards just a bit, and we do that U. Something like this, right? Now we have to keep in mind the buffer zone is what is going to help sell this a bit, because we're not going to collide into that part that has the lip there. So that's at least good. And actually this is going to be flat completely, because we're just doing one side of it. We're doing the left side. So yeah, something like that for the U. But we want those other colors. So maybe the brown comes in just a little wavy like that, and that looks like crap. And then the darker bits, let me look at the reference photo again. So it's like little spikes of that brown, little waves of that lighter brown, and then darker waves beneath that. Okay. So let me undo that. Let's try it again with the pencil tool. And we don't want it to be too unique, because we don't want, we want it to be repeated, or it's like when we're going to be drawing the halves and everything, we want to make sure they kind of blend okay, but do that. So we're just going to have to try it. Something like that I think is okay. And then we need the darker bits. No. Now the darker bits were kind of like, yeah, just kind of make up whatever you want. You know, it doesn't look good, but I'm afraid to add too much detail down here because I don't want it to be I don't want it to be too gross when we start cutting it in half and pasting the other half of the other one on there. So I'm just gonna save this. Oopsies. What's going on? What are you doing? Let me file save. Here, we'll go into documents, call it just platform left. Okay. Now we need to save this as a PNG for the transparency. Why do you do this to me? Export as a PNG. Yep, for the transparency. Yep. Whatever. And then we're gonna duplicate this in our documents left. We're gonna duplicate, and this is now right. And we're gonna, we're gonna get the right extension, and we're gonna open this. And we're gonna zoom in and we're gonna swap it. We're gonna just flip it, image, transform, flip, horizontal, and we're gonna save this as our right one, and then we're going to export us a PNG of our JAWS platform right PNG with transparency. Cool. Okay. I don't know why the palette editor hates me so, but it really seems like it is hating me. Like, you guys see this, right? Like, it's just it's just not letting me touch it up here. Whatever, done with you. Whatever. Okay, we've got our left platform and our right platform. I just thought of something. Well, no, yeah, that should be okay. Since so like, let's say we're trying to draw the 110 platform, but this picture isn't 110 long, so wouldn't that give us a problem? But the thing is, we're drawing one part of it at half of its width first, and then we're drawing the other part of it half of its width on the right aligned, so it should sandwich together. I think it's okay. I copy these. I'm gonna put them into our Joust to Git repository. I'm just gonna call it in camel case platform left PNG and platform right PNG. Now we've got to tell Lua that these two pictures are in fact drawable as far as 2D is concerned. So we're gonna put in a platform left as a drawable. From left.png as a drawable, and platform right PNG as drawable as well. And then I'm just gonna, I want to just render this to see what it looks like. So I'm gonna render it. I'll put it here at our platform 5 location, just because I want to see what one of them drawn looks like, and make sure that's working okay. So here in our play state, I'm gonna delete this so it's not a big deal where it goes. It goes like love.graphics.draw, and it takes in the drawable, which would be platform left, right? And then it takes in an X, a Y, a width, and a height, which I'm just giving the platform 5 arguments there, and then we'll see if that looks like it. Okay. It looks like it's missing a, you know, it's treating it as a it's drawing it weird like that because one of these is becoming the shearing value or the rotation when it shouldn't be, so it needs a second argument here. Because if you look when we draw, well, no, our keylogger, look, we draw just keylogger 2, a drawable, and an X, a Y, a width, a height, wait, XY, rotation 0, that's what I'm missing. So I need XY, rotation, width, height, okay. Why is it so big? Why is it such a huge freaking thing? Draw, takes in a drawable, XY, rotation, width, height, no. Drawable, XY, 0 rotation, 0.6 and 0.6 for width and height. Let me, not. Love 2D, draw, even just drawing a freaking rectangle to the square I can't do. XY rotation, scale. So it doesn't take a width and a height, it takes in a scale. So I can just leave it at an X and a Y, leave out the rotation, and it'll be fine. So, here. It takes in an X and a Y, and it doesn't need this junk. Just that. Now it should be proper scaled. Not what I wanted, homie. Okay. That ain't it. That ain't it. It might have to do with the render order, but we were just drawing stuff. Oh, actually, you know, yeah, it would be the render order because I'm drawing platform 5 over it. So now it should pop up. Cool. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And if we take out platform 5, yeah, look at that. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Okay. And then watch our buffer zone, right? We can adjust our top buffer just a bit now. But look at that. We're like able to go a little bit inside it, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can adjust our top buffer a bit once we get those going. So the idea is, remember I said now with that U, that problem of us flying into it, resetting our Y upon a side collision, or upon a top collision when it should be a side collision because of buffer zone. We'll see how gross that is. But at least it makes a little more sense. But I mean, we get a little more leeway because we can make our top collide a little less lenient. We can make it a little closer to our side collide on the X, because now with the rectangle being rounded with that U shape, we don't need this to be buffered by such a big number. We can. So I think I'm tempted to just try it as the same as our side collision, just to see now that we've got that curve. See, look, so like, should that be legal to fly through the platform like that? Should that be legal or not? Because we had that buffer in so that it would bounce off. But the thing is, since it's a rectangle, it would be bouncing off right here at the very bottom of the rectangle if this were to not be if that would be the case. But if we leave that, that should fix our Y reset, because we're no longer triggering a top collision, we're just triggering the side collision. And that's why we hear the sound. So that might be something I'm willing to trade with. You know, yeah, you know, that's something I think I'm willing to trade with to fix the Y reset problem, because now that we have the curved platform, it doesn't so much bug me that we're flying through it because it's curved, so it doesn't look like it should bounce off because when it was a rectangle, it should like clearly bounce off right there, but I think I'm okay with that. So, and obviously we need to draw the other half of the platform. but that's looking good. Doesn't look as ugly as I was thinking it would when we were in camp. I think I'm okay with that. And that fixes our Y reset problem. So I don't think I'm gonna figure out the entirety of the platform stuff right now because I'm a little tired. But we've got the art made. It's looking good. We fixed one bug and we have an idea on how to do the rest. The most confusing thing, I think, actually, it's not that confusing. It's just like a little unoptimal is I think we're going to have to iterate through all of our collidable platforms and give it a left and a right platform drawn at half of its width and then placed appropriately. And then we'll see how ugly it matches when we're matching them in the middle like that. But that's the only way I know how to do it adaptively. So, or the only way I can think of to do it adaptively. So I think it's okay. So, not a huge day, but we got some new art made and got some. I went from thinking this was not very possible to I think it's possible, so pretty good. We're gonna git add everything. We're gonna git commit with a message saying added platform art beginning to replace platforms and then removed buffer adjustment for top collision detection. Not bad. Then we're gonna get push to our origin main. Okay, so next episode I'm gonna see if we can figure out how to do the half and half and sandwiching together so that we can have adaptive platforms drawn wherever. So that should be fun. And then when let's look at our list. Adding game accurate platforms. Yeah, this is what we're working on right now. We still haven't done this. And then, so once we get the platforms working, the player controls and inputs are basically set. I mean, I don't know if they're final, but they're at least everything I wanted to be implemented is implemented. So once we get the platforms up and running, looking okay, we can start spawning enemy hostages, start giving them AI and whatnot. Okay. Thanks for watching. Well, it wasn't too boring. And I'm talking myself to sleep, so I'll see you tomorrow.